Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 15th of February 2023. Let's start with our session. The Union Budget 2023 to 24 has allocated 2,516 crore rupees for the computerization of which unit over the next 5 years. So Union Budget has allocated this much amount for the computerization of 63,000 primary agricultural credit societies over the next 5 years. And these societies are village level cooperative credit societies that act as the last link to the 3-tier cooperative credit structure, and it is headed by the state cooperative bank, right? So credit from these bank is transferred to the district central cooperative banks, which will then transfer the credit to primary agricultural credit societies. Fine. So only thing you have to remember is the Union Budget has allocated this much amount for the computerization of PSCs for over the next 5 years. Okay. Now can you tell me the SOTU address is associated with which country? What is this SOTU? It is State of the Union. So basically US President Joe Biden delivered this address at the joint session of the Parliament in the US Capitol in Washington DC. And this is Joe Biden's second SOTU address, and according to the country's constitution, the US President is required to deliver the State of the Union to Congress and recommend the measures that he judges to be necessary and beneficial. So SOTU address is associated with the country USA. Okay. Next is BARD is an artificial intelligence chatbot that is being developed by which tech major? So this is an AI chatbot that is being developed by Google as a competitor for the popular Microsoft-backed ChatGPT. Okay, and BARD will use artificial intelligence to generate the answers in the text when queries are typed by the users. So this chatbot will function based on the AI model called as Lambda, and it was introduced by the Google in 2021 as a generative language model for dialogue application, right? So BARD is an artificial intelligence chatbot that has been developed by Google. Okay. Next is Eagle 44 is the first underground Air Force base of which country? So this is the first underground Air Force base of the country, Iran, and it is capable of housing the fighter jets that are equipped with cruise missile. So unveiling of this Eagle 44 is seen as the display of Iran's aerial military strength in response to a joint drill that was conducted by the US and Israel. So basically it will host the jets and the drones that are equipped with long-range cruise missiles to destroy the adversary targets in case of attack. Okay. So this is the first underground Air Force base of the country, Iran. Next is Operation Ahat was conducted recently by which institution? So this operation was conducted recently by the Railway Protection Force to identify and rescue the victims of human trafficking. And as part of this operation, the Railway Protection Force makes use of its infrastructure and intelligence. Why? To gather and analyze the clues about victims, source, route, destination, popular trains that have been used for the human trafficking, and various type of other details. Okay, and it collaborates with the local police to curb the human trafficking. Right. So Operation Ahat is associated with Railway Protection Force. Next is Which Indian state or the union territory proposed the wetland ex situ conservation establishment? So the wetland ex situ conservation establishment is a type of zoo that is being proposed by the state government of Rajasthan, and it is said to be established within the Keoladio National Park, right? And talking about the Keoladio National Park, it is a World Heritage Site that is also known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. So this particular wetland will display a range of wetland species like water buffaloes, dolphins, crocodiles, etc. Right? So recently Rajasthan has proposed this wetland ex situ conservation establishment. Next is, the Indian Armed Forces are set to procure Armed Predator MQ-9A drones from which country? This is an important question. And Indian Armed Forces are looking to procure 18 Armed Predator MQ-9A drones from the country US. And of these 18 drones, 6 will be provided for each of the 3 armed forces, and these unmanned aerial vehicles are capable of flying up to 50,000 feet for a maximum duration of 24 hours. And it is capable of carrying air to ground missiles to target high value ground targets or air to air missiles. Okay, so here correct answer would be USA. So Indian Armed Forces will purchase these Armed Predator MQ-9A drones from the country USA. Also we have bought the MH-60 Romeo multi-role helicopters from the country USA, right? Next is, high mobility artillery rocket system is manufactured by which country? So US State Department gave the nod for the sale of these M142 high mobility artillery rocket system launchers to the country Poland. And these particular rocket system will be sold to Poland at a cost of nearly $10 billion. So HIMARS is a type of artillery system that can fire the long-range rockets with pinpoint accuracy, and it has been used in the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Okay, so this artillery rocket system is manufactured by the country USA. Okay, next is, which country is the host of the International Marine Protected Areas Congress in 2023? So experts at 5th International Marine Protected Areas Congress in the country Canada have recommended the setting up of marine protected areas. Okay, and these areas are the regions in the ocean where human activities are regulated by the government. And these protected areas are set up to address the issues like, for example, pollution, litter, overfishing, and climate change. Okay, so the host for this particular event is the country Canada. Next is, which international association launched Cyber Challenge to enhance the cyber security within their individual territories? So the Quad Cyber Challenge was launched by the Quad member states to enhance the cyber security within their individual territories. Which countries comes under Quad? These are Australia, India, Japan, and the US, right? So this campaign calls on internet users across the Indo-Pacific region and other places to join the pledge to practice safe and responsible cyber habits. Okay, so your correct answer would be Quad member states. Now can you tell me what is the expansion of GLOFs, which are sudden and the powerful releases of water? So it stands for Glacial Lake Outburst Flood. Okay, and these are sudden and the powerful releases of water from the glacial lakes due to the failure of dam which is made of glacial materials. So these GLOFs are dangerous in mountainous areas where they can lead to flash floods. Also, it can lead to landslides and other type of environmental risk. So according to a new study, over 3 million individuals in India are at risk from this GLOF, and that's why this term was in news. What is the expansion? Glacial lake outburst flood. Okay. Next is National Industrial Corridor Development and Implementation Trust functions under which ministry? So the National Industrial Corridor Development and Implementation Trust is an apex government body that comes under the aegis of Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Okay, and it is responsible for the development of industrial corridors like, for example, Chennai Bangalore Industrial Corridor, Mumbai Industrial Corridor, etc. And Indian government has sanctioned and approved 8 projects under National Industrial Corridor Development and Implementation Trust. So it works under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Okay. Next is India's largest helicopter manufacturing facility was inaugurated in which Indian state? So Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated to the nation Hindustan Aeronautics Limited helicopter factory in the state of Karnataka. And this factory is India's largest helicopter manufacturing facility, and it will initially produce the light utility helicopters. And also he has unveiled this light utility helicopter here. Initially this factory will produce around 30 helicopters per year, and it can be enhanced to 60 and then 90 per year in a phased manner. Okay. So this facility has been inaugurated in the state of Karnataka. This is an important question. Next is Tejaswin Shankar, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? So Commonwealth Games 2022 bronze medalist Mr. Tejaswin Shankar won the men's high jump event at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix 2023 that was held in Boston in the country USA. So at the World Athletics Indoor Tour Gold event, he claimed the first place with a jump of 2.26 meters, and with this he has beaten Donald Thomas, who is a 2007 world champion. Okay, so he is associated with high jump. Now can you tell me the GDP growth rate of which neighboring country of India was recorded at 7.10% for financial year 22? So this country is Bangladesh. Bangladesh has recorded a 7.1% GDP growth rate for the financial year 22, which marks an increase from 6.94% in financial year 21 and 3.45% in financial year 20. And as per the Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics, the per capita income of Bangladesh is $2793, and the service sector in the Bangladesh economy has the highest share of 51.48%. Okay, so this is the country Bangladesh that has recorded a 7.1% GDP growth rate for financial year 22. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our November 2022 current affairs revision session, and this is part 14 in this series. So today we'll be doing the questions from 196 up to question number 210. Okay, let's start. Which country launched the Orion spacecraft? So this is the spacecraft of NASA. Answer would be USA. So recently this spacecraft has successfully performed in its first moon flyby as part of the uncrewed Artemis first mission, and it has passed within 130 kilometers of the lunar surface. Which Union Ministry presents the Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award? It is presented by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport. So this award is given in total 4 categories. First is land adventure, second is water adventure, third is air adventure, and the fourth is lifetime achievement. So Group Captain Bhavani Singh Samyal has been conferred with the Lifetime Achievement Award in this. Which city is the host of the Global High Level Conference on Antimicrobial Resistance in 2022? Answer would be Muscat. So this was the third Global High Level Conference on Antimicrobial Resistance, and it was organized in Muscat, that lies in the country Oman. As per a recent UNICEF report, which country has expelled 1,800 migrant children to the country Haiti? So Dominican Republic authorities have expelled nearly 1,800 unaccompanied Haitian migrant children this year to the country Haiti, and this was highlighted in the recent UNICEF report. Anwar Ibrahim has been sworn in as the new Prime Minister of which country? Recently, he has been selected as the new Prime Minister of the country Malaysia. Okay. Next is, which is the headquarters of Center for Development of Telematics? This is New Delhi. Talking about CDOT, it is an Indian government owned telecommunication technology development center, and the headquarters lies in New Delhi. Which country is the host of inaugural India ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting? Answer would be Cambodia. And this meeting was being held in Cambodia to commemorate the 30th anniversary of India-ASEAN relations. India Young Water Professional Program is organized with the partnership of which country? This is Australia. Which equipment has been included in the national list of essential medicine? This is coronary stents. And now the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority will fix the price of this coronary stent in the affordable range. National Milk Day is observed to commemorate the birth anniversary of which personality? So this day is observed to commemorate 101st birth anniversary of father of White Revolution in India, Dr. Varghese Kurian, who is also known as the milkman of India, right? Next is, India's first ever night sky sanctuary is located in which Indian state or the Union Territory? So India's first ever night sky sanctuary is being set up by CSIR, that is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, under Union Ministry of Science and Technology in Ladakh. Which city is the host of UNESCO India Africa Hackathon? This is Greater Noida. And Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has addressed this particular hackathon. Who has been appointed as the new chairman of the All India Council for Technical Education in 2022? So the new chairman of AICTE is IIT Guwahati Director Professor T.G. Sitaram. And now he will hold this position for the next 3 years. Who is the world's most popular leader as per the global leader approval ratings released by US-based Morning Consult? This is our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And at second, it is Mexico President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Okay. And at third, it is Prime Minister of Australia Anthony Albanese. Ambition on melting ice on sea level rise and mountain water resources group was formed during which summit? So it was formed during COP27 summit that was held in Egypt. And this group is led by the two polar and mountain nations of Chile and Iceland. Okay. And aim is to ensure that impacts of cryosphere loss are understood throughout the world. Fine. So these are the next 15 questions from the month of November. And now only 2 sessions are left to finish this month. And tomorrow we'll continue it from 211 up to question number 225. So till then, stay tuned. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, News Hassana signing off.